made it real. Like we said, okay, like this is, like you have to answer to New York City Audubon, and we're saying the standards now. It's not just Professor Kemmerer that's saying the standards now.
I mean, it's better for you. So if you look here, where it says ingredients.
We've become much more science-focused, working with anatomy and physiology, obviously, so it was really a gap that we needed to have filled, and this has been a great partnership to help us fill that science and technology gap.
So it really expanded a lot more beyond the classroom. It was really the community, and that's what this whole program is about.
Service learning, nah, I have a little idea, but no, not sure.
Oh, service learning. Actually, I'm not really sure.
It's learning through service.
I mean, everybody has a different opinions about the service learning, and my own, right now I cannot think about it because you just asked me, so.
Well, what I think service learning is, it's a way for you to serve your community while you are also learning. It's incorporated in your coursework, and what you do is you go out in your community and you do whatever topic you've selected, and you teach, but you also get back from it.
Okay. My name is Roy Martinez. I'm in ET 840, Electronics Technology class, and one of the things that we've been working on right now is learning how to service and save energy and perform home audits throughout the community. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll be going through the community and volunteering our energy audits in the neighborhood.
Going into service learning at first, I was kind of a little nervous. I wasn't too sure what to expect or what was expected of me. But I just tried to do my best to make some kind of connection between what I was studying at the time and what I was actually doing.
When students can tell me that they've successfully mastered a concept, largely in part to explaining it to someone else, which is what they do in their service learning projects, that's successful to me.
This is my first time talking to people about nutrition, first time coming here, first time interview ever. If everybody has a chance to talk about what they like, then they'll expose themselves. Luckily for me, I like to talk about health things, so I'm talking about this. Experiencing this is good for the future, I guess. I'll do this more often, you know, it's good.
The things that you go through in school, you know, they're more like, they're structured, right? And, you know, it's like an ideal situation. When you go out in service learning, it kind of goes away from that structure, and it teaches you to stay on your toes, and it sharpens your skill.
In the service learning, it's totally different because we need to ask questions fast, and we need to get to the point and know important key information like do you have diabetes, do you have high blood pressure, so we can know what massage techniques not to use.
So what we have so far?
I have 5.
It's unbelievable the way that everyone is so interested in the work more than they usually would be.
I definitely like this way of learning as opposed to, for example, we're having a test on chapter 4 and you learn like parrot fashion, right? Kind of read over and over.
It just, at this point, I don't know how I taught programming without them having a project and an actual client, because if I'm the one doing the criticizing all the time and it's on a project that's not very interesting, let's just say service learning makes my job a whole lot more interesting. The Basic Skills Learning Center asked us to have a program where we flash one word, it disappears, 5 answer choices come up, and the students try to pick the right choice that matches the word. And most of the students in the class have never done any programming before. So I know they've learned because they're writing a program that works and works well and does what the assignment asked them to do.
And I feel that it works for them. They become like a team, And that's the way I like to teach. I consider myself their coach, and I want them to rise together, to work together for success. And that tends to happen. They tend to become friendly, and I think that they really do get something out of going out in public, showing students at another school, this is what I learned. And we've even done it on campus on health fair days. They've performed and done demonstrations showing what they have learned and using their public speaking skills. So I think it's a valuable asset to students' education here.
Done something important, and they didn't know that they could do that. They didn't know that they can be agents of change. They didn't know that they can make a difference in other people's lives. A lot of students are at the point in their life where things are done to them as opposed to they are doers and they can do for others.
They really they took part and really got what we were saying to them. And I think the chance that we as students could do it and they actually listen. You know, a lot of people think because we're still in school, they don't want to hear it from you. But I think service learning is really good for the community.
Service learning, to me, was something more than I could just put on a resume or say that I did. It was an experience that I think I would hold and cherish due to the fact that it provided me with an extra set of tools that maybe other students may not have, to actually be more sociable, and as well as to go out into the community to meet different people, see different things, and have different experiences. I definitely felt that, to me, was what I obtained from service learning the most.
I think it's definitely the best decision. It reinforces my desire to go home and study. Service learning is an encouragement. Without this, it becomes monotonous, and you can actually lose sight of why you initially became a nurse.
No, that's it. Okay, I support service learning all the way. Great.
Because it's I think it's an essential part of learning.
I would advise students, if you get a chance to take part in service learning, to do it.